Hey, welcome to the channel. If you've prayed about your anxiety maybe over and over and it still feels like it sits in your chest and in your thoughts, you're not alone. I want to talk about that today. So grab your coffee, take a seat. You know, this might be one of the most common things Christians feel but don't talk about, at least out loud. Why do I still feel anxious even after I pray? There's almost this guilt that creeps in, like, shouldn't prayer fix this? Or, man, maybe I didn't pray right. Maybe my faith isn't strong enough. Why do other people seem fine and I'm struggling? But let me tell you something. That might sound strange at first, but I promise it's true. Prayer doesn't always change your nervous system instantly. And that doesn't mean God didn't hear you. I'm going to walk through this slowly with you today. There's this myth that prayer always equals instant emotional relief. And somewhere along the way, a lot of Christians started believing kind of a half-truth. If I pray, the anxiety will disappear. And yeah, sometimes God brings peace in an instant. We've all had those moments and experiences. But more often than not, peace slowly comes gradually, quietly, layer by layer. Followers of Jesus in the Bible prayed constantly and still experienced fear and stress and pressure and worry and weight. But the truth is that prayer isn't magic. It's relationship. And relationships take time. So your body keeps reacting even when your heart trusts God. And you know what's wild is you can trust God with all your heart and still feel anxious in your body. And this is because anxiety doesn't actually start in the mind. It starts in the nervous system. Your body reacts before your theology kicks in. So even if you pray, even if your heart says, Lord, I trust you, your body is probably still coming down from stress and hormones and tensions and fears and pressure. That's not spiritual failure. That's actually biology. It's literally how God designed your body. See, prayer changes your spirit instantly. Your nervous system takes a little longer. Then comes the guilt. Christians mistake emotion for unbelief. You know what breaks my heart is how many believers blame themselves for being anxious. I guess I don't trust God enough. I must not be praying right, or maybe I'm a disappointment to him. Why am I like this? See, anxiety isn't unbelief. It's a signal that your body is overwhelmed. It's your soul saying, hey, I'm carrying something here you're not meant to carry. It's heavy. It's a reaction. Jesus himself experienced this emotional distress so intense that he sweat blood in the garden. Was he unfaithful? Was he lacking trust? Of course not. He was human, just like you and I. So if prayer doesn't instantly erase anxiety, what does it actually do? Well, it creates a connection. It anchors you. It slows you down. It's like it gives your heart a place to land. It invites God into the middle of the storm, not just to the end of it. Prayer isn't about erasing the feeling. It's about staying close to God inside the feeling. When David said, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you are with me. He didn't say you instantly remove the valley. See, prayer doesn't erase valleys. It gives you someone to walk through them with. You know, the moment anxiety really starts to lose its grip, when you start treating it like a spiritual enemy and actually start viewing it as an emotional overload. When you stop panicking about the feeling and start inviting Jesus into that feeling. When prayer becomes less about forcing calm and more about being honest. When you tell God exactly what's going on. Lord, I'm overwhelmed. I'm scared, feel shaky. I can't slow my thoughts down, God. I need you here, not just later. That kind of honesty begins to open your heart and it settles something inside of you. It creates space for peace to grow, not explode. Peace is a seed, not a switch. God works with your design, not against it. When you pray, your body doesn't instantly flip from fight or flight to peace mode, but prayer begins to do something powerful. Your breathing slows. Your shoulders loosen. Your mind stops sprinting a million miles an hour. Your heart rate lowers. Your stress hormones start to drop. Your attention shifts from fear to faith. Your body slowly begins coming out of survival mode. That's why Paul says the peace of God will guard your heart and mind. Not zap it, but guard it, protect it, hold it steady while everything inside of you is slowing down. It's not instant, it's intimate. And the beautiful part is that God stays even when feelings don't. This is the part most people who struggle with anxiety miss, that peace is not the proof God heard your prayer. His presence is the proof. Sometimes peace comes minutes later, sometimes hours, sometimes days, sometimes through a simple conversation or rest or wisdom. But his presence is immediate every single time. Hey, if you've been praying about your anxiety lately and it still's there, please hear me. You're not broken. You're not doing it wrong. You're not disappointing God by being anxious. Your prayers are not bouncing off the ceiling of heaven. Your faith isn't weak. Your spiritual life isn't failing. You're human, and a human with a nervous system that God designed. And he meets you in your anxiety, not after it's calmed down. So keep praying, keep being honest, keep breathing, keep inviting him close. He is in this with you, even when your emotions haven't caught up yet. And the peace will come in its time. You're not alone. You're not a failure. You are loved right here, right now, even with the anxiety still lingering. I hope you're encouraged. If this was helpful, check out some of my other videos.